I'm going to be giving you some news that I consider to be bittersweet. For those of you who enjoy Anything Goes, it might be shitty news. For those of you who hate Anything Goes, oh my God, this is going to be your favorite episode I ever make. In fact, turn it up. Turn it up. You're going to love this one. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid, okay? Let's stop beating around the bush. I am taking a little podcast break, okay? Yep. Taking a little podcast break. Now, let's rip the Band-Aid all the way off, because I was just ripping it halfway off. Let's rip it all the way off now. I don't know how long the break's going to be. I wish I had answers for you. I don't have answers for you. I'm taking an indefinite podcast break. Now, I know what you're thinking, Emma, that means quitting. That means you're done forever. Emma, where did this come from? This is coming out of left field. I feel betrayed by you. Fuck you. You're a fucking bitch. You suck. Go fuck yourself. Go into the backyard and beat yourself up. You're a bitch and you suck. And I'm unsubscribing and I'm blocking you and you suck. Honestly, if you feel that way about this news that I just gave you, I take that as a compliment, because the fact that you enjoy this show enough to be mad at me is actually really nice. But yes, okay, I understand all of these feelings if you're feeling this way. I also can't tell if I'm like, am I being too self-important? Like, does no one even give a fuck? You know what I mean? Am I like, okay, you guys, let's rip off the Band-Aid with this bad news. I'm taking a podcast break, and everyone's like, okay. Okay, all good. See you later. Don't care. I don't know. But sometimes when I speak about myself or what I do in this way to the audience, I'm like, wait, am I completely delusional and no one really cares? And I'm like, oh, I hope you're not mad at me that I'm doing. And then like everyone's like, yeah, no one's mad. No one cares. Well, just assuming that there's one person out there that is maybe a bit bummed by this news. I get it. It did kind of come out of left field. However, it has been something I've been ruminating on for a while now and been avoiding, but I ultimately had sort of an aha moment about a month ago where I realized it was time to do this. And once I knew that I needed to do it, it was like, okay, I got to do it. And I consider this episode, okay, that I'm making right now to be bittersweet. I don't think it's sad, because I actually feel really inspired by this decision. It's not like I'm making this decision because I'm feeling really down in the dumps. I'm feeling really bummed out. I'm feeling really burnt out. I'm making this decision because I know it's time to grow and evolve and restructure, go back to the drawing board career-wise for me. And that's really scary, because when something's doing well, when something's working, it is not necessarily intuitive to say, okay, now I'm going to take a break and go back to the drawing board. You know, it's not intuitive. It's intuitive to just continue. However, in my soul, and I wish I could explain it, but I can't. In my soul, I woke up one day and I knew that I needed to go back to the drawing board, because I knew that the way I was doing this podcast, the way that I was not even beyond this podcast, the way that I was structuring my work life was not working for me. And it's up to me to step back, make necessary changes, and then re-enter. I love podcasting. I really, really do enjoy it. And it's something that I've been doing very consistently for so many years that the thought of like taking a little break from it is kind of incomprehensible to me. But my ultimate love and passion is in visual entertainment. That's where my heart lies. But I also really love podcasting. So I got kind of into this sort of routine of making 2 episodes a week for 3 years. And then this year down to 1 episode a week. And that was so all consuming that it left me not much time to create visual video style content. And that's something that I really miss doing, that I want to be able to get back to. But it's very time consuming because I tend to like to edit things myself, etc. I just need to figure out how I can do everything I want to do all at once. You know what I mean? And not have to sacrifice one thing to do the other, if that makes sense. And that requires going back to the drawing board. And I just want to say to all of you who have listened to Anything Goes for the last, 5 or 6 years, I want to deeply thank you for hanging out with me. Okay? Truly, I love this podcast. I love hanging out with you all. anything goes is not going away forever. Okay. I can't give you a plan or a date. I can't give you anything because I don't even know yet. But just know that I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And this is ultimately a decision I'm making so that I can create more. Does that make sense? It's like, it's ultimately very positive, and it's going to result in there will be fruit. It will bear fruit, this decision. It's not like, oh my God, she's like quitting this and now she's like, because she fucking is a lazy sack of shit and she's disappearing and she's gonna, because she's lazy. You know, it's not, I promise you it's not that. I promise you it's that I've felt frustrated for years, feeling like, oh, there's so many things I want to do and I want to make for entertainment for these people. And I don't have the fucking time to do all of it because I'm not structuring this properly. And I've been struggling with that for years and I cannot do it anymore, you know? And on top of that, I'm inspired and have all these ideas of things I want to try, but I haven't had time to try them because I've been in the minutia of, you know, the sort of work life that I've structured for myself. And so this is ultimately a very positive, productive, awesome thing. And I'm excited because I am very deeply passionate about creating things for you. Now, whoever you are, you know, it doesn't even matter. Whoever you are who wants to consume it, this is my ultimate passion and I want to be able to do it more. So that's where this is coming from. Seems a bit counterintuitive, but that's where it's coming from. And I deeply thank you all for supporting me and this podcast throughout the years. I'm not going anywhere. Maybe I am for a little bit, but ultimately in the grand scheme of things, I'm not going anywhere. And I really deeply cherish what we've created here. And I do not take it for granted. And I'm not just running away or anything like that. I'm weirdly like emotional. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, why is this? What is happening? What, like my eye kind of got a little watery. I was like, ooh, what's that? There's probably a trillion things that I am forgetting to say, but my brain's kind of mush, to be honest, because I think I had a lot of anxiety going into making this episode. But I'm feeling a lot better now that we've communicated. See, look at the power of communication. What I've always said on this show, anything goes. The power of communication. It's powerful. It really is. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous because I think the second I stop recording this episode, the second I turn off the buttons, it's like, okay, Emma, now what the fuck are you going to do? You know what you have to do, but like now you got to go do it. You know, it's kind of that. And that's really exciting, but also a little bit terrifying. Anyway, not to be overly parasocial, but I do love and appreciate you all. And I'm grateful that you all show up for me. To those of you who do show up for me, I'm very grateful. And I hope that you can feel my gratitude through the screen. And with all of that being said, I'll talk to you very soon. And listen, again, you're going to be like, Emma didn't even disappear. She like posted on Instagram and then she like randomly posted a YouTube video, and then she like randomly posted about I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So you just have to I'll probably talk to you sooner than you think. Okay. I love you all. Mwah. Mwah. I love you and I'm going to make you proud. Okay. I promise you I will.